Well, who could have seen this coming? Here's the headline: Germany to tear down wind farm to expand coal mines. Who could have guessed it? It's almost as if the idea that you're going to power a modern industrial economy off of windmills and solar power is some sort of delusional fantasy. Says 8 wind turbines are expected to be dismantled, with 1 removed last week, 2 to be deconstructed next year, and the final 5 torn down by the end of 2023. Says Germany is set to tear down a wind farm to make room for a coal mine expansion. German energy giant RWE is set to demolish the turbines and expand a neighboring coal mine to alleviate the country's energy crisis, which was prompted by Germany's sanctions on Russian liquid natural gas, which Europe greatly depends upon. The wind farm near the town of Lützerath will be used to expand the Garzweiler, I think that's how you pronounce it, open pit mine in the state of North Rhine-Westphalia. RWE spokesperson Guido Stephan said in a statement, quote, "We realize this comes across as paradoxical, but that is as matters stand. It's not at all paradoxical. They need the coal more than they need the 8 windmills." And this isn't to say there's not a place for things like windmills and solar power. Let's take a look at this. Distribution of energy sources used for gross electricity generation in Germany in 2021. Shows here solar, they get 8.5% of their energy from solar, which is actually pretty impressive. Wind, 20%, which I find extremely surprising. And I have to wonder at the veracity of that claim, but we'll just take this at its word right now. So assuming that this is true, okay, I mean, yeah, there's clearly a place for it. But wind power is obviously not as reliable as something like coal, of which Germany actually uses a lot. Lignite is 18.7%, and lignite is a low-quality coal. That's 18% of their electricity. Hard coal is 9% of their electricity, so that's almost 30% right there. Natural gas, 15%. Nuclear, 11.9%. So even though, there's a place for, the solar, for the wind, they can't run Germany off that entirely, not even remotely close. They need reliable 24/7, 7 days a week energy. And for a coal plant, it doesn't matter whether or not the sun goes down or the wind stops blowing. And again, without natural gas from Russia, they need the energy badly. And a coal mine is going to produce a hell of a lot more energy than 8 windmills. And in the situation that they find themselves in, or that they've caused for themselves, if they had to take down every single windmill because it was sitting on top of coal, they would do it. Anyway, it says RWE will also reactivate 3 lignite-fired coal units that were on standby. Originally, it was planned that the 3 reserve power plant units affected would be permanently shut down on September 30th, 2022, and September 30, 2023, respectively. Not anymore. Germany's cabinet approved the decision to activate the discontinued coal units to boost energy supplies as the country struggles to import enough energy due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Greta. This must be devastating. But the German winter gets cold, and it turns out people don't like freezing to death. So I'm afraid coal it is. They might want to consider opening a few more nuclear power plants as well instead of shutting them down. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for doing that. I will see you next time.